right, so an exciting news came in for Oklahoma today. Something we got to talk about. We're not going to bury the lead here. This is not going to be a super long video, but one that you guys might want to keep your ears open to. Josiah Martin commits to the University of Oklahoma. And if that name sounds familiar to you, it's because it's a flashback from the past. Somebody we've had here on the show before, and somebody that's going to make a huge impact for Oklahoma in this upcoming season. So we're going to quickly dive into it. Before we do that, we're making a push to 15,000 subscribers. We should be at 14,000 before January 1st. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that like and the subscribe button, especially if you're new to the channel. Just wipe your feet. But the Oklahoma Sooners get a can we say it's a surprise commitment from the talented wide receiver, Josiah Martin. And I told you guys this is a flashback from the past because in 2023, this was a guy that we had here on the podcast. It was a guy that Oklahoma was recruiting, and I'm not going to say recruiting heavily, but it was a guy that I think, listen, he wanted to be here. From the conversations that I had with him from other sources, it felt like Josiah Martin wanted to be a Sooner, and Jeff Lebby was just kind of dragging his feet, not really, pushing too hard. But Josiah Martin ended up getting kind of a big offer from Alabama and some other schools, ended up committing to Boston College, decommitted, took a couple more visits, committed to Cal, ended up signing there. And this past season at Cal, although he's 5'11 and 170 pounds, 12 receptions, 112 yards, this is a guy that with his speed and his route running ability could be a great slot receiver, right? That's kind of what you're looking at Josiah Martin being. And, when we talked to him before, like we talked about him and pairing him up with a guy like Bryant Wesco. If you guys remember that name, well, you know why. But Josiah Martin was a guy that we all thought, okay, he could come in here, he would have a connection with Jackson Arnold, would be a big-time receiver. So unfortunately, we're not going to get to see that. But just to kind of let you know what Josiah Martin did in high school, will kind of tell you understand why he could be a big-time receiver from Oklahoma. In his junior and senior year, he racked up a total of 1,806 yards, a total of 18 touchdowns, averaged 14.9 yards a catch on 121 receptions, had a total of 35 rushes for a total of 1,841 all-purpose yards. Josiah Martin's a guy that Emma Jones can develop. He can use in this offense. So big-time commit for Oklahoma there. We'll be excited to get him on campus, see what he's going to be able to do with John Mateer. Now the question is, what does Oklahoma do with the rest of the wide receiver positions? Are they going to take another guy? I believe they will. I think they want to see kind of what's going to happen with the guys that are playing in the college football playoffs right now, wrapping up their bowl games, see who might be available there. But Keon Brown is still the name to watch. The JUCO college wide receiver. Oklahoma was originally in on him before. A lot of size, a lot of speed. So keep your eyes peeled there. Maybe won't see any wide receiver commitments for at least another couple weeks, another month. If they don't take anybody in this portal cycle, you'll see them hit Keon Brown in the spring. So jump in the comments below, join the discussion. Let me know what you guys think about the most recent commitment of Josiah Martin to the University of Oklahoma from the Cal Bears. So it's a Power 4 pickup.